Wow, thank you, champ. Your arms must be tired after flying all around the world to visit supporters of Champ's Challenge from so far away. Ba-da-pam-pa-cha. But really, it is exciting that the actual lake monster from Lake Champlain, home of Champ's Challenge, has visited all of you to bring your love and support for the cystic fibrosis community from afar to be shared with us here tonight. My name is Patrick Callanan, and I'm a longtime supporter of the Cystic Fibrosis Lifestyle Foundation. My family and I have attended Champ's Challenge in person at Basin Harbor in Vermont several times. And yes, I am a cousin of Brian Callanan, the founder of the Cystic Fibrosis Lifestyle Foundation and Adult Living with CF. I don't know exactly when I learned about Brian and his brother's cystic fibrosis and what that meant for their lives more than 40 years ago. For our family, we were cousins living and growing up in the same New Jersey town. It was a part of the regular routine during family gatherings, birthdays, graduations, anniversaries, to sit in the family's living room eating cake while Brian's mom or dad gave the boys their treatments. Like so many with CF, they just did what they had to do, whenever and wherever they happened to be. Sometimes reluctantly, because they would be pulled away from the cousins or a game, but usually they had their treatment with no complaints, no gripes at all. It wasn't until I was older, almost an adult, and I really learned what CF is, that I recognized just how strong my young cousins were. Their strength and determination continues to impress and humble me today and every day. Brian and so many others with CF have overcome so many challenges and just kept on keeping on. But I cannot tell his story better than he can. So, without further ado, I would like to turn this over to the founder and executive director of the Cystic Fibrosis Lifestyle Foundation.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Patrick, for such a wonderful introduction. You are truly now my favorite cousin. But no, you are absolutely doing a wonderful job, and I thank you so much for your help with this evening's event. And thank you so much for joining us tonight for the first ever virtual Champs Challenge for Cystic Fibrosis fundraising event to benefit the Cystic Fibrosis Lifestyle Foundation, or CFLF. My name is Brian Callanan, and I'm the founder and executive director of the CFLF. Since birth, I've been living with the genetic lung disease cystic fibrosis, or CF. It is a disease that causes chronic lung congestion, like when you have a cold, but it also affects the sinuses and the pancreas's ability to secrete digestive enzymes, produce insulin, or create sufficient bicarbonate to help balance the pH in my body. I was diagnosed with CF-related diabetes in 2006, which functions as a hybrid of both type 1 and type 2 diabetes, creating further threat to my small airways. The primary challenge for most people with CF is a chronic lung congestion caused by mucus that is not hydrated properly and becomes thick and difficult to clear. This typically results in the growth of some really hardy bacteria, which can cause some really severe lung infections, bleeding, scarring of lung tissue, and even more production of mucus. This process is not much unlike what most severe victims of COVID have been experiencing in a quick progression. But with CF, this is every day for your whole life. The lack of digestive enzymes makes it difficult to digest and absorb fats, including fat-soluble vitamins in food such as A, D, E, and K, which can hinder the immune system, contribute to early osteoporosis, and difficulty with blood clotting, while the diabetes can threaten eyesight and extremity circulation and nerve function. To say the least, it's a complicated and multifaceted disease to live with. It can often feel like a fight more than a challenge because for many, there has been little to no winning, at least in my lifetime. That can be an extreme challenge to deal with because it's not tangible and the anxiety, stress, depression, and isolation can creep up gradually. However, a passion in my youth for the mountains helped me view CF as a challenge before me to be faced head on that would help me and require me to become stronger in order to live longer. Accepting physical challenges beyond my cystic fibrosis became a coping mechanism to drive my adrenaline and self-confidence that I could indeed face this lifelong challenge as well and not give up. Exercise became my coping mechanism for my focus achieving both physical and mental health, as opposed to avoiding illness. Champs Challenge was really born through our first major fundraising and awareness campaign of cycling roughly 2,000 miles from Canada to Key West, Florida. While many people were saying, "You're a dreamer and you're out of your mind," others like Zandy Wheeler at Ski Rack said, "How can I help?" 40 days, 13 states, and 2,000 miles later, came to realize national level sponsorships totaling over $60,000 that would catapult the CFLF into action. Sponsors have been a major factor of the CFLF and of Champs Challenge, achieving as much as it has, and I would like to take this opportunity to specifically thank our sponsors for their support of the 13th annual 2020 Virtual Champs Challenge for Cystic Fibrosis. Our title sponsor, Vertex, has not only been pioneering groundbreaking research and treatments in the CF community that is drastically changing the landscape of life with CF, but has continued its commitment to the CF community through support, such as their 4 consecutive years as our title sponsor for this and several other CFLF events. Thank you, Vertex, in more ways than I can count. I would also like to thank our Jersey sponsor, Kaza USA, another pioneer in the world of CF treatments, for their ongoing support and commitment of the CFLF and Champs Challenge. Thank you to the team at Mylan as this year's hoodie sponsor for Champs Challenge, which will be presented to our award winners later this evening and is also available in our online specialty store for 50% off. The University of Vermont Medical Center has also been a longtime sponsor of the Champs Challenge, and this year is the proud water bottle sponsor, which will be awarded to everyone who completes their challenge and submits their results at champschallenge.org/results. This bottle is also available in our apparel store for a discounted price of only $5 if you don't earn one through your challenge or if you want more than one. Gilead, Alliance, RX Walgreens Prime, Keen Medical Products, Ski Rack, and Suncommon are also long-standing partners that we are extremely grateful to for your support. As I mentioned, Champs Challenge for CF was born out of my cycling campaign down the East Coast, with the support of so many family and friends, including Steve Trull, Chris Nelson, Oli Tangen, Marianne Carl, and Will Callanan. Upon my return to Vermont in September 2006, I met Erin Evans in a parking lot as she recognized the stickers and labels still all over my car. It was only months later that the Evans family and Julie Wynn began the first annual Champs Challenge along the shores of Lake Champlain in Vermont. From there, the event evolved in size, shape, and location to this year bringing the event to you all over the world. Since 2006, this event has raised more than $318,000 to support the efforts of the CFLF in providing access to healthy and active lifestyles for peoples and families faced with CF across the country and now in Canada as well. This year was a very scary year in canceling now 12 of our 14 scheduled events, with still no certain window of resuming normal operations. Our goal for this year's Champs Challenge was initially reduced from an aggressive $60,000 to just $25,000, which was achieved in the first weeks of launching the event on July 1st. We then decided to continue to strive and raised our goal to what also seemed like an aggressive $40,000. And I'm so proud to announce that goal was also met this past Thursday with 3 days of Champs Challenge 2020 remaining. So with your support, we have again raised the goal for tonight to $50,000. Do you think we can do it? I do. What do you think? This could not be done without the support of a team of committed individuals each year. I would especially like to thank this year's planning committee, who really came together as a powerhouse amidst the struggles, stresses, anxieties, and challenges that we were all faced with during this pandemic. Please give your love and support to my brother Michael Callanan, Deborah Maloney Evans, Peter Evans, and Aaron Evans, Laura Gavendo, Tiffany McDaniel, and Julie Wynn. Their hard work and dedication in facing the challenge of figuring out a virtual event was nothing short of praiseworthy. While you may not be able to clap for them out loud, I encourage those of you who are watching and who know them to right now make a donation in their honor by texting the word donate to 701-539-4369. And please put their name in the add a note box. The funds raised from this event will largely support our CF Recreation Grant Program, which for 13 years has been helping families and individuals faced not only with CF, but also by financial limitations to afford the recreational and exercise activities that help inspire them. I intentionally use the word inspire with its definition to breathe air in or to inhale. It is also a word that embodies the importance of empowerment and sense of control over a disease that has always had the potential to take the reins out of our hands. The importance of mental health in combating depression, anxiety, and isolation even before COVID was equally as important as managing the congestion in our lungs and the digestive compromise of the disease. I've experienced all of these challenges to a nearly lethal point, but found that exercise was the bridge between my physical health and my mental health that could save my life in more than one way. But I also experienced the financial struggles that can go along with this disease tied to medication costs, insurance premiums and co-pays, a high caloric diet, and then affording a gym membership or ski passes was really impossible at times. My job at the time, helping people in poverty with direct assistance after graduate school, helped shape this idea of direct assistance for people with CF, specifically to afford exercise-related activities. I wanted to take financial burden and cost barriers out of the way for anyone with CF who desired taking greater control of their physical and mental well-being through activity. And it was more than just funding exercise. It was about teaching people what you can do or get to do because of their having CF. It was about an award and a recognition of their drive and desire. It was about enabling fun in a life of progressive disease that rarely has good news. In the years since bicycling to Key West, the CFLF has since awarded nearly 1,500 recreation grants, totaling nearly $750,000 of assistance, with the help of our program coordinator, Aaron Evans, our communications coordinator, Julie Wynn, and until the recent forced downsizing from this pandemic, the help from our former Western Region Vice President, Pete Tucker. We have also had nearly 2 decades of board member support that has guided us through severe ups and downs, ensuring the financial stability of the CFLF would endure for the sake of the ongoing impact in the CF community. With that, the message I would like to leave you with tonight is that of persistence. Sometimes all it takes is that carrot on a stick, which has been the hope of a cure in my lifetime that has driven me to achieve health instead of avoid illness. Persistence is what has driven me, my parents, family, and supportive friends for the past 44 years. Activities such as long-distance cycling, high-altitude snowboarding, and open water distance swimming have helped me push beyond what was once thought possible. It is what inspired the Living Extreme Beyond Cystic Fibrosis documentary of many others, running, surfing, swimming, and snowboarding beyond their perceived boundaries, along with the ultimate push of my friend Nick Talbot being the first person to summit Mount Everest with CF, or our grant recipient Brie Labiat to become the first female pro surfer with CF. All of them see CF as a challenge that takes persistence, not as a battle that is win or lose, but as a coexistence that can allow CF to exist as a driving force instead of an opposing force. This persistence is what furthers your trajectory in life. On a ride, on a run, a swim, or living to see a cure. Persistence is knowing that quitting is not an option. Persistence will find a cure for CF. Persistence is what must keep us healthy enough, long enough to see that cure. With challenges, we adapt and adjust, but we always persist. New treatments have made the challenge of CF much more bearable for 90% of the known CF mutations, but there is still 10% of the CF population that lives with very little advancements in treatments. The need for persistence is greater than ever. The need to live stronger in order to live longer to see that cure is now greater now than ever. We are entering a home stretch. The crowds are cheering at the finish line, the adrenaline is pumping back up, and now is not the time to give up or to give in, despite COVID and all the other challenges we face in today's world. I have lived more than 4 times my expected lifespan, and it has taken a ton of love, support, money, and hard work to swallow more than 700,000 pills and to have had my chest shaken more than 35,000 times to be here today. Your dollars are what will help us keep people facing this challenge with stamina physically and mentally. We will keep people moving. We will keep people pushing. We will keep people with CF persisting, but we need your dollars to make that happen. On this page or through texting, please donate, buy raffle tickets, and bid on silent auction items. Please shop the online apparel and specialty stores tonight for yourself or for holiday gifts, and share these stores while they are open for the next week with your family and friends. Thank you again to everyone around the world joining us tonight, to all of the participants who took place on this challenge, and to all the donors who supported them, and to Alexi and Katya at Rec Today for your amazing dedication and talent in producing these online events. Thank you to my friends Chad Hollister and Tess Dunn for your special performances later tonight. You guys literally rock. Please check them out at chadmusic.com and Tess Dunn at imtetra.com. Thank you again to our partners and sponsors, especially to our 4th-year title sponsor, Vertex, for the generous support that has made this event possible with so many changes this year. I would like to turn the mic over now to my good friends at Vertex to share a few words about the work they continue to do in support of the CFLF and the CF community. Have a great rest of the night, everyone, and be well and stay safe. Thank you all again.
Hi everyone, my name is Kara Witkoff and I'm here doing my Champs Challenge. I'm with Vertex and we're pleased to support the work of the Cystic Fibrosis Lifestyle Foundation.
Thank you, Brian, for your compassion and your motivation. And thanks to all who have donated. And I'm going to give a shout out for those who have donated tonight, especially Brad R., Lee B., Deb T., and Ruben. And a reminder, keep buying your raffle tickets. As of right now, or a few minutes ago, we are up to a total of $700 to split. So please keep buying your raffle tickets. And now, thank you again, Vertex. We are now about 20 minutes away from the closing of our silent auction and 50/50 raffle. So if you haven't taken a look through some of the items to bid on yet, we will give you a quick sneak peek. But first, we want to share with you a few words from some of the Champs Challenge participants and supporters. Take a look.
I have cystic fibrosis.
I have cystic fibrosis.
I have cystic fibrosis.
I have cystic fibrosis and I am a champ.
I'm a champ. And I am a champ.
I have CF and I'm a champ.
We are champs. We're raising awareness about cystic fibrosis.
I just cycled 40 miles.
I just cycled 25 miles.
I just rode 5 miles on my bike.
We just cycled 40 miles.
I just ran a 5K with my 8-year-old daughter to support the CF Lifestyles Foundation.
I joined the 13th annual Champs Challenge for Cystic Fibrosis this year
Because I want to help raise awareness about CF.
And also have an impact on the lives of people
with the genetic lung disease, cystic fibrosis.
To live stronger and longer, or Strollo.
I believe I can live stronger
and longer.
Stronger and longer. Stronger and longer.
I believe I can live stronger and longer. The Champs Challenge will help those with CF
to live Strollo lifestyles.
Together we can make a difference.
Together, apart for 2020.
Let's go.
Wow, again, wow. It is truly inspiring and motivating to know that Champs Challenge and the CFLF has the support of so many people. Please remember, there are many ways that you too can support the CFLF in our new goal of $50,000 tonight. Coming up in a few minutes, we have a special testimonials piece from some amazing grant recipients and the impact the CFLF has had on their lives. But first, as we're only 15 minutes now away from the close of our silent auction and 50-50 raffle at 7:45 p.m. Eastern, here is a quick glimpse of some of the amazing items that you can bid on tonight. Don't forget, you got some fantastic items to continue to bid on. You've got music items. You've got sports items. James Taylor. One of my favorites is going to be a couple of the hats that you've got. You've got the Clint Eastwood hat. And then you're even going to see something a little bit special. Somebody we lost just a little while ago, an autographed cowboy hat from Charlie Daniels. Be sure to take a look at that special item right there. Music fans, young and old, we've got Sam Smith, Lionel Richie, Tina Turner, Carrie Underwood, James Taylor, Eddie Van Halen, Phil Collins, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga. Fantastic items to bid on. So please go to the site and bid on your items right now. Every bid helps us achieve our goal of $50,000 tonight. Thank you. Great, get those bids in. While there are so many ways to support, we want you to see that there are also so many ways that your dollars will change the lives of those with CF. Here are just a few genuinely inspirational people with CF who have benefited from the CF Lifestyle Foundation and who will continue to live Strollo with your support.
So really excited to have this opportunity to put the spotlight on Kyle and talk a little bit more about your life and how the CFLF has impacted you and just where your life with CF is headed.
Well, yeah, thanks for having me. And also, thank you for starting the CF Lifestyle Foundation. It has been crucial, to say the least, to my health. I'm not even sure I'd still be alive if it wasn't around, because it's given me the opportunities to box and to work out at times where I was sick and couldn't afford it. And I think those things have gotten me through extremely difficult times in my life and gotten me to a point where I feel healthy now. And that's very much because of your guys' work. So thank you for what you do.
How would you say that the grants that you've received through the CFLF, how would you say that that's impacted your surfing dreams and your life with CF?
So basically, ever since I received my first grant, I've been able to improve like my talents in surfing. But not only that, just like learning more about it and like becoming closer to the ocean. And like, I wasn't really good at surfing when I first applied, but just the fact that you guys were there for me and like accepted my grant was amazing. And I was so happy. I'm pretty sure I cried.
What would you say are your focus sports or activities? How do you stay active with CF?
I think growing up, I did a lot of martial arts. I did Taekwondo. I did boxing for most of my 20s. And mostly now I just work out. I focus on strength training and find that really is effective.
So that was like the day I was considered the first professional surfer with cystic fibrosis. I'm basically just inspired by the people around me and their amazing attitudes.
Do you do any other sports aside from surfing?
I like to skateboard and dance and work out, but mostly just surfing.
How has exercise in general impacted your health, but not only your physical health, but your mental health as well?
Oh man, it's the foundation in which my health is built on. I think without it, I don't know if I would even be alive. I think boxing got me through very, very difficult times, mentally and physically, that I think training for a fight is essentially, in a way, mentally preparing you for struggles that you'll have with CF. As your lung functions decrease, as you get closer to transplant, as you get sicker, there's a lot of overlap with, boxing and just running out of oxygen and pacing yourself and feeling pain and pushing through that. And I think that gives you a mental fortitude to endure something that you really don't want to endure, but you have to.
Exercise has kept me out of the hospital.
What are some of the things that keep you thriving with CF?
Honestly, my number one thing is surfing.
So I understand that you're now 8 years post-transplant. Can you tell us a little more about that experience and how your life has changed since transplant?
The transplant was tough, but I'm very glad I got through it. My life is night and day compared to pre-transplant.
What would you tell other people with CF who want to follow their dreams?
I would tell others to never give up. And I mean, their dreams may seem like really far away, but they're like right in front of you, just waiting for you to fulfill them. And like, I did that, and that's pretty amazing, and I'm still doing it. So if I can do it, they can do it.
Just to mention the years that you received a CFLF recreation grant, it's 2012, 2013, 2015, 2017, 2018, and 2019. So that's, 2012, is when you first got your first CFLF recreation grant. It's pretty.
And I think this photo is from 2012.
Wow.
This was a photo I took while working out to post on Facebook when at the beginning of the pandemic, when a lot of people were starting to be like, I don't know, like maybe we should just get, herd immunity. Maybe we don't really need to worry about, it's just for old people and people with pre-existing conditions. And I think a lot of that comes from this ignorant belief that people with chronic illnesses are weak and frail and sickly and incapable. And I kind of I wanted to just disrupt that image that people have in their heads.
What's your mindset when you're out there waiting for a wave?
Basically, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just kind of like amongst the water. It's just, there's like no one around me to myself. And it's just like having fun, chilling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great moment of serenity for sure.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the word I was looking for.
You don't have people with chronic illnesses up there. You don't have people who have disabilities, visible chronic or visible disabilities up there. And it's really hard for people, many people out there who are struggling with these things and like not having that reference point to be like, oh, look, someone like me is up there doing that, which is, again, that's what Anton Yelchin was for me. He is that representation of anything is doable. And that is so important. And I would love for Hollywood to be more inclusive. And that's what I really am looking to achieve in the future.
Surfing amongst like the best people and being able to call myself a professional surfer at age 16, that's so amazing. It's just like helped me so much. And then just like being able to come back, be here and be like, oh, super thankful for you guys and like everyone else around me. It's amazing.
And thank you guys again for everything you do to help us live longer and stronger.
And thank you all. I don't know about you, but those testimonies just blow me away. Life with cystic fibrosis is being helped by new medical advancements, which have the same goal of keeping people alive long enough to see the cure in their lifetime. But CF is still a deadly disease. We need people like you to take every avenue of support to make sure everyone faced with this genetic challenge can rise up and live stronger and longer or Strollo. Thank you for live donations coming in from Anna and Brian N. And now we have a few minutes left, for you to submit your bids on the auction items or enter the 50-50 raffle. But we want you to know that the CFLF can use more than just financial help. There are ways that you can volunteer to help build awareness every day through social media, by generating your own fundraising efforts, or maybe you will even consider taking on a leadership role with the board of directors. To make sure that you're on the CFLF mailing list and to express your interest in being more involved with this great organization, visit cflf.org/addme. Again, that's cflf.org/addme. But maybe the easiest way of all to not just give support, but actually show your support wherever you are, is to wear the CFLF and Champs Challenge brand. With every purchase from our online apparel store, the CFLF will receive a percentage of your purchase. Whether it's a shirt, a hat, a face mask these days, a tank top, or a sweatshirt, you can wear the CFLF loud and proud by bringing awareness to your family, to your friends, and to your colleagues. If you're interested in cycling and tech gear for riding and running, be sure to check out the Champs Strollo Specialty Store as well. So now, in the last few minutes before the auction and raffle, we would now like to introduce you to our hoodie sponsor, Kaza, who has been a key supporter of the CFLF, and we are proud to be building a powerful partnership with. Please welcome Eleanor Shepard of Kaza USA to share a few words of support and introduce the focus Kaza is bringing to the CF community. Eleanor, please take it away.
Hello to everyone participating in the Cystic Fibrosis Lifestyle Foundation 2020 Champs Challenge. My name is Eleanor Shepard, and I am happy to be part of the team from Kaza USA that is joining in the challenge this year. At Kaza, our primary focus is on people, the people we serve in the healthcare community, and the people whose lives are touched by our products and services. Through global resources for research and development, Kaza is moving forward in the field of cystic fibrosis. Individually and as a company, everyone at Kaza is patient-focused and dedicated to greater healthcare success. We look forward to bringing you even more advances and innovations in the future. We celebrate each and every CF patient for your courage and determination in facing your individual challenges daily. Good luck to everyone on your runs or rides. You are all champs to us.
Okay, just 1 minute left on the silent auction and raffle. Now is your chance to get those final bids in. But while you do, we are going to start presenting our awards for the 2020 Virtual Champs Challenge for Cystic Fibrosis. So, all winners will receive a Mylan Flat Champ hoodie. We will contact you for your mailing information so you can receive the award you earned. We asked all of you champs to submit your Flat Champ photo over the last few weeks. We received some amazing photos. So, our first award for the most creative Flat Champ photo is Peanut Butter Lewis. Like I just mentioned, we received some great photos from everyone's Champs Challenge. This award ceremony would not be complete without an award for the craziest hair. So, congratulations, Jim Kobach. When you signed up for Champs Challenge, we gave you the option of choosing a preset challenge or even creating your own Champs Challenge. Well, Jennifer Hoffer wins our Most Creative Challenge Award for completing 45 miles in 180 minutes on a stationary hand cycle. Wow, that is impressive. Some Champs Challenge teams consist of 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 or 5. But our next award goes to the largest team for this year's Champs Challenge. With 13 members, the award for the largest team goes to the Evans family team. Flat Champ traveled all over the world to get back to Vermont. The winner of the farthest Flat Champ from Vermont award goes to Topher Yandel from Hawaii. That's 4,932 miles, 4,932 miles away. Followed by Sardinia, Italy, and Hillerød, Denmark, and even Lima, Peru. We've had so many amazing Flat Champ photos coming over the past couple of weeks, and this one was a very hard decision to make, especially with so many young Champs Challenge participants from all over the world. But this year, we are awarding Most Adorable Flat Champ to Hawkins Kerner. All right. Well, we gave folks the option of choosing a preset challenge or creating their own challenge. So we were excited to see all the creative and difficult challenges that people chose for themselves. This year, we would like to award the most outstanding challenge to Brian Beast Mode Teeman for completing their Team Melissa Ultimate 10-Day Challenge. Congratulations. Now, this next award speaks for itself. The Funniest Flat Champ Photo Award for this year's Champs Challenge goes to Genesis Lopez. The All-Star Award goes to someone who has exemplified a true champ spirit throughout this 2020 Champs Challenge event. So, we want to congratulate Lara Jovendo and Melissa Teeman for a job well done. Congratulations. Champs Challenge is in its 13th year. 13. And it's very exciting when we have new people join Champs Challenge and join the CFLF community. The award for Most Outstanding First-Year Participant goes to Brian Beast Mode Teeman. Welcome aboard, Brian. Now, while there are newbies like Brian Beast Mode Teeman, there are long-timers who have been to Champs Challenge year after year after year. So we would like to take this opportunity to award our Champs Challenge Long-Timer Awards. Thank you for your loyal support after all of these years. Champs Challenge Long-Timer Awards go to Steve Trull, Jackie O'Neill, Jim Burns, Jerry and Ginny Kocher, Tom Lahiri, Arjuli Wynn, Ross Evans, Jackson Evans, and Michael Callanan. The greatest Champ Influencer Award goes to those champs who have continued to share their most selfies, shared the most posts, tagged the CFLF on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So the most, who've done it the most during the Champs Challenge. We would like to take this moment to award the greatest champ influencers. They are Lauren Lyons, Tiffany McDaniel, Jennifer McDaniel, and Brianna Salmons. Please keep up the great work online. Do not stop. So this year, since we're virtual, we might not have a SAG-wagon driver providing support and gear for all of our new Champs Challenge participants around the world, who are participating around the world during this virtual challenge. But we do want to recognize our most dedicated SAG-wagon driver from previous years and congratulate Mikey Van Gulden for his long-time support of Champs Challenge and the CFLF. So the award for the longest-running sponsor at Champs Challenge, that goes to Zandy Wheeler with Ski Rack, which is located in Burlington, Vermont. Thank you for your continued support after all of these years, even after Champs Challenge had to move online. We truly appreciate everything you've done for the CFLF. So now it's time to announce the top fundraisers for the 13th annual Champs Challenge for Cystic Fibrosis. So I've got these here, all right. So the top fundraising team award goes to the Evans family. Congratulations to the Evans family. And the top individual fundraiser award, that goes to Brian Tiemann. That is fantastic. Thank you. All right, let's give everybody a fantastic and well-earned round of applause. Let's make it, so they could hear you, wherever you are clapping and cheering from. All right, fantastic. All right, how about that, everybody? Great job. Congratulations, and we will be sure to contact you with your, for your prize. Wow. Okay. I just can't say enough congratulations to all of our champs for participating in Champs Challenge and playing such a great role in bringing the fun into fundraising. So at this time, the silent auction and 50/50 raffle is now closed for the evening, and we will announce our winners right after these really meaningful and powerful music performances from two amazing singer-songwriters. First, Tess Dunn of Tetra from the Bay Area in California, followed by Chad Hollister from Vermont, who will play a song each of us know. Please put your hands together and enjoy the sound and lyrics.
Hi everyone, I'm Tess Dunn and I'm a singer-songwriter from California. I'm 25 and I live with cystic fibrosis. I'm honored to have been asked to sing for you guys. So the song I'm going to be doing is called Breathe by Matt Scales. For those of you who don't know, Matt Scales was an English rocker from across the pond, and he wrote this song Breathe about his experience with cystic fibrosis. Tragically, he went into the hospital at 27 and didn't come out. So I participated in a project called the Breathe Song Event, which brought awareness to Matt Scales and to this song that I think so perfectly describes what it's like to live with cystic fibrosis. So this is Breathe. Through my eyes, I see you staring at me all the time. So I wish that it would leave one day. I wish I could breathe like you. I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe like you. Then one day I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe like you. And I see the future, and it seems so clear that one day I'll breathe like you. Then I think that I'm alright, but it keeps changing like the weather. It's not up to me how I feel, inside. I wish I could breathe like you. Oh, breathe. I know the answer's out there. Won't you help me, please? Then one day I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe like you. Then one day I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe like you. And I see the future, and it seems so clear. One day I'll breathe like you. I wish I could breathe like you. Oh, breathe. I know the answer's out there. Won't you help me, please? Then one day I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe like you. Then one day I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe, I'll breathe like you. And I see the future, and it seems so clear that one day I'll breathe like you. Like you. Thank you.
Greetings, everybody. This is Chad Hollister, live from Squam Lake in New Hampshire. Wanted to take a little time out to do a song for my good buddy Brian Callanan. We were hanging out years ago when I used to play at T-Bones, and I learned, I was actually part, probably 10 years ago, of the Champs Challenge, and so now we are doing, this is the virtual version of the 13th annual Champs Challenge, I believe. Sorry if I got my numbers wrong. But Brian has done amazing things in starting the Cystic Fibrosis group, lifestyle foundation, I believe, but 17 years ago. And through that, he has helped 1,500 people and raised over $750,000. We're just gonna say $1 million. He's raised $1 million to help with physical activities for folks with cystic fibrosis. So Brian, thank you. And also thanks for singing this song. This is his request, because as he's been, whether it's been biking down the East Coast or raising money or doing his thing, he continues to have this song of mine off my life record in his head, and this is called Keep On. So for the virtual Champs Challenge, and Brian and everybody out there with cystic fibrosis, appreciate you, and this is Keep On for you all. Everybody says they love you, yeah. And everybody says they care, yeah. Everybody's gotta know every single little situation in your own private life. Come on, baby. But the fair is fair, yeah. Everybody says you're a dreamer, And everybody says that you gotta be out of your mind. then I said, hey baby, said, who is everybody anyway? I don't have that much time. No, we be singing. I got to keeping on. Yeah, I said, come on. So you to keeping on, keeping on, yeah. Keeping on, keeping on, yeah. So you to keeping on, yeah. People say they understand you, yeah. People say they know just how you feel. And then these people say, hey man, come on, let's talk about this piece. Oh, I don't dig that deal, no, yeah. People say, let's come together. People say, let us use our minds. And then these people said to get up and they walk into the other direction. Baby, I don't have that much time. So we've been singing, swinging. I got to keep on, keeping on, yeah. 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 Oh yeah, alright, said funky like Maceo, or funky like a Mr. James Brown. Oh yeah, alright, said oh yeah. Everybody says they love you, and everybody says they care. Everybody says he's gotta know every single little situation, or in your own private life, baby, come on. Fair is fair. And everybody says you're a dreamer. Everybody says that you've got to be out of your mind. And then I said, hey my baby, who is everybody anyway? I don't have that much time. Singing, swing, come on. I goes to keep on, keep on, yeah. Sing it. Keep on, keep on, keep on, yeah. You know you really got to keep on, keep on. Getting funky. I said, but keep on, keeping on, yeah. I said, keep on, keeping on, yeah. Keep on, keeping on. Ooh, ooh. Keep on, keeping on. You got to keep on, keeping on, yeah. Keep on, keeping on. Really got to keep on. I really need to. See you keep on. I see you to keep on. Cystic Fibrosis crew, Brian Callanan, appreciate you. That is Keep On for you. Thanks for having me. My name's Chad Hollister. Peace.
Thank you, Tess Dunn and Chad Hollister, for that incredible music. And now, for moments that we've been waiting for, we are going to announce the winners of the silent auction. And let me read that to you first. But I want to give you a couple of quick shout outs to some people who have continued to give us some donations throughout tonight. So let's give a big thank you to Angelina, to Brenna, and GM for continuing to give us donations through tonight. What I'd like to do is I'm going to start reading off to you. We're just getting them in, so this is all breaking news as you're hearing it. First thing what I'd like to do is I'm going to read to you, I'm going to let you know who's won some of our silent auctions. So if we could do that Going to go the old-fashioned way. Going to read it right off of the instantaneous phone, just as this breaking news has been coming in. So for some of these great packages that that everybody was able to bid on, I'd like to read that the lucky winners for our silent auction. For the outdoor package, that is going to go to Beth Soufiane. Congratulations for that. Wonderful, wonderful package. Now the coffee package, the local package that was put together. I know that when we have the event in person, it's always a big one too. That goes to Elizabeth McGinnis. Congratulations, Elizabeth, for winning the coffee package. Now the birding package, that's actually again something special. That is going to go to Carolina Wong. Congratulations, that is fantastic. I'm very happy for you to win that one. Now the cycling package. Oh boy, I guess somebody who was interested in cycling has bid this one up and won it. That goes to someone by the name of Brian Callanan. Congratulations to Brian Callanan for pulling that one out and winning the cycling package. Great for you. All right, the spa package, that is going to go to Britta Glade. Britta, fantastic. Everyone, I know I could probably use the spa package myself. Here's one. Taylor Swift. Here's something I did not know. The Taylor Swift autograph. That's going to somebody who we all know and love. And to learn a little something new every day. That is Brian Callanan. Congratulations to Brian on that one. And here we have the women's fashion package. Congratulations. That is going to Rochelle Leone. Congratulations on winning the women's fashion package, Rochelle. That is fantastic. Very happy for that one. All right. So now we're going to move on to one of the instantaneous. We have the 50-50 raffle. So just want to let everybody know that tonight's raffle, we'd raised a total of $860. So from that $860, know that 50% of it, of that balance, will go to support the Cystic Fibrosis Lifestyle Foundation. And that's in helping people, of course, live healthier and active lives. That's fantastic. So what we did this year is we have a first, second, and third place winner. The first place winner, who will win 30% of the raffle total. So 50% is split between Cystic CFLF, and then the balance of the 50% is split between three winners. So 30% goes to David Birmingham. Congratulations, David Birmingham, for winning 30%. Number two, that is going to be Shariah Felder. So you will win 15% of the raffle total. Congratulations for that. And then the lovely Marissa Wong has won the 5% of the raffle total with the third drawing. Congratulations to all of you winners. That is wonderful. I'm very happy for all those people. Thank you for donating and buying raffle tickets this year. That's every dollar that you sent us goes to going to reach our goal of $50,000. All right. So now we're getting close, to the end. Thank you, for all the awards. I want to thank you for joining Champs Challenge and being part of our first ever virtual event. We couldn't have reached our Champs Challenge goal without you tonight. So I want to thank you to all the individuals from around the country and around the world who have come together while we've been apart to connect and make a difference for people with CF. We want to give a special thank you, of course, to the Lake Monsters for their support with Champs Challenge over the years, as well as our friends in Vermont who have helped in our in-person event over the years, including the Basin Harbor Club, of course. And we want to especially thank our generous sponsors who helped make this event possible. Vertex, Chiesi, Mylan, UVM Medical Center, Gilead, Alliance RX Walgreens, Prime, and Sun Common. Thank you to all of you. So, just want to let you know that the total we have raised so far through tonight is, drum roll, out of our $50,000 goal, we have raised so far $47,043. All right, so that means we raised our goal over the last few days to $50,000, and so far we've hit $47,043. So you know what that means? That means that I can happily give you the news that, you know what? You can remember that you can still donate through your texting or online following this event. Also, our online apparel and specialty store will continue to be open until next Saturday, August 22nd. So please continue to share and shop in support of CFLF. Well, thank you all. That wraps it up for us tonight. On behalf of everyone at CFLF, we look forward to you joining us again next year. I want to say goodbye to you just for tonight, and thank you all again. Be well wherever you are. Thank you.